Okay, just getting out to the part where I'll be getting down to just past London Place now, just further down some of the streets and the pathway where the railway served along here. I'm just trying to show my walk. That's what I'm trying to document my walk here while thinking when the trains used to be here during the time, rumbling up here. Yeah. Then back in the day when BC Electric Railway would have ran their trams up this hill. Oh boy, it's all double track here. I remember seeing old archive footage which I have on DVD when I bought it from the old BC Electric Railway guys when they used to be downtown in Vancouver in the Olympic Village area. So just recalling on that moment, yeah. So I got the documentary DVD, but I didn't get the part where the BC Electric Railway served from the Arbutus line to get to Richmond. That was another segment which I seen a little bit later on video, so lucky that was on YouTube, so I was lucky to watch that. Anyway, just talking some old history, historical purpose. Yeah. It's a bit of a grade here all the way up to Edmonds. Was a long grade here for these trains that haul freight up. Oh boy, must have been grueling for the engines. But the tonnage of the trains had to pull too. They couldn't use no big locomotives. All they could use was a little SW 900 or MP 151, 152 or so. Yeah, it must have been heavy tonnage for the trains had to haul freight up here. Just kind of recapping back in the day when I used to remember the odd time seeing on the weekend or late at night when the train used to run up here. Could hear the whistle burst the odd time. Yeah, when I was a kid. I get to the part where I lost in footage from the crossing here, 23rd Street, where I used to wait here for lots of time for Saba back in the day. Him and I used to bike ride. Chris Barr was some good friends back in the day. He always sit about here in the train, and then I would always put a look at the tracks upon here while I was waiting. You can see how the grade was back in the day when the tracks. Now this I don't know. That was not here during the tracks were in here during the time. But anyway, just recapping this part. Yeah, the tracks were just about in here somewhere. I just crossed over the street. The tracks were just about in here somewhere, if I could recall. Oh God, and close enough anyway. Right where all this bush and vegetation is growing. That's where the tracks laid upon here. Getting down to 22nd and then splitting off from there to walk on the Queensboro Bridge and home sweet home. You can see how the bush really took over here, mostly over the old railroad. We're getting down to 22nd. Yeah. Long. Great view from here. Heading to 22nd. Yeah. Much of a sign of ties or birds. It was all ripped up nicely here from the guys that work for that group. Ripped up the rails here and the ties, etc. Back in 2000 something there, and they ripped it up around there. It was 2005, 2013. And this is where I'm going to split off from here to the pathway off from the SkyTrain, and then catch that later. I got that already enough time for the spur. I'm going to head to the crossing here. Leave the BC Parkway to get to the Queensboro overpass and to the bridge. There's 22nd there, the bus loop. Now I'm in Westminster for sure. Yeah. SkyTrain in here, why not? Already caught from the other side when I was filming around there, the old railway spur. Need to get home and get some food. Yeah. Really not too late. It's still after 6 now, but oh well. Still left a bit earlier from Burnaby that time, but when the lights just starting to come up, and well, I'll tell you. Just quick scenes from the scenery while I'm walking around the overpass. And I'll check the SRY yard. That's why I'm coming down this way to make up that lost footage. Yeah. Made it in good timing. I'm going to check out the Southern Railway's trap yards in Westminster now. So, yeah. Some kind of new freight in here. I'm not sure. Dropped off, maybe came out of Queensboro or waiting to be switched up. Or it could be new freight while waiting, I'm not sure. All the engines are there. Oh, it's all the way down. Possibly new freight, or unless it came out of... Don't tell me that was from a valley job in here. I doubt that. Probably new freight maybe, but... Racks and more racks. Oh, jeez. Being that center track, there might be some other freight in between these other racks in here. There's a lot in be overnight. They'll be soon switching a bunch of racks, I guess. Not to mention, oh, those hoppers, a lot of hoppers from here. I'm not sure that came from, maybe new, must be new freight, maybe from CP or CN, I'm not sure. Oh, from the time I walked just that short distance, like I know it would have been much faster if I had a scooter or a bike. Could cover a lot, ground a lot much more faster, but I wanted to cover at least the bases of what I was filming from my walk from Metrotown all the way to get to here, where the Southern Railway, BC Hydro Railway, served that company long ago. Just a memory now. Anyway, it's not much action going on here at the moment, except for maybe a little bit switching some racks up here in a train, maybe heading a little bit later tonight to Queensboro and Anna's Island. I don't know. Nothing under the tarp. There, different angle I'm going to hit. I just finished from the southbound side. I'm heading to the northbound side now, so I'm going to switch over soon. First, I need to walk around the angles here, of course, to get to the other side of the bridge. Now comes a little bit of train activity. Yeah, 907 and 904. Yeah. It really sucks that they had to, because thanks to the homeless encampment here, they had to cut the whole power off on this whole bridge here until you walk along here. It's dark as heck, I tell you. Which sucks, you know. People, homeless are stealing the power from these electrical lights. No other choice. I guess the city decided that's the only thing they can do. There's a better view of the engines while they stop for the moment. SW 900, yeah. The thing back in the days when I was filming earlier, the abandoned railroad, these little switchers ran up the hill, hauling freight up the hill. Sometimes 2 to 3 engines maybe at the time, I don't know, but usually 2 I think you use for hauling freight up the little hill. Yeah, to the Burnaby Park Central line. Train no. Get up here and film from the, just coming to the northbound side. There's the northbound side overpass here. Another group of engines here. Looks like a SW 900 with the Slug 002 and I think the 129 GP9. Yeah. Made it in time. Ooh, lots more racks here. I'll have to worry about this part. Yeah. There's a better view of 22nd Street SkyTrain station up on the hill in New Westminster here. Well, I'm now from the overpass here. I'm just trying to document this will be my last leg for the evening here, so before I got home. Making my own little documentaries along the way, so what else is there to do? Yeah. Everyone else is busy, so I got my own stuff to do to make. I'll figure what to do next. Just a different angle of the racks. The intermodules have the weekend off, but I guess they need a crew to move things around still. Down in the Queensboro side from where I'm standing. The track side now. Some people, I tell you, I try to give them the leg space to give them the room. They can't even seem to know how to ride a effing bike on the bridge. Well, I'm sorry, but you know, just getting a little bit tired to try to be nice, and then these people just give me the bad looks that I didn't share the walkway with them. Anyway, sorry, I'm just venting out some steam. I watched the steam engine. Yeah, on the way. This will be the last view for the Southern Railway till I can get out of here now. Yeah. Tree Island or Popular Island, and then all the intermodules. I'm just going to do a quick shot here. I want to get it home. Smaller style trucks that are moving the containers around from the warehouse section here, moving to the other sides and then getting unloaded or loaded up, whatever. Okay, just a quick scene shot from this angle here. Yeah. Just want to get that spur section here. The last part, at least for like an evening shot anyway. Oh yeah. Lots of trailers in this section here. Just a quick last look here, the spur on the northbound side. Yeah. That's about it.